Breathe it in, Cindy Sexton. That's it for Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11.
Yes, the FNF crew is ready to go one final time in 2019.
From Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports, this is Friday Night Football with Paul Shaheen, Ben Bobick, and Greg Glover. Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City, value every day, and Sonic Drive-Ins. Enjoy all-American variety. Friday Night Football.
One final go-round with the band. This is it for 2019 in terms of FNF. We spare you the emotional stuff and we'll get right to it. 4 states, 10 local teams still alive. Trips to the quarters, semis, and state championship games all on the line tonight. Per the norm, we start with our big one.
It's time for the Friday Night Football Game of the Week, covered by Warren and Griffin, local lawyers you love.
Macaulay's big man Jay Hardy was 4 years old the last time Big Blue played for it all. He was 4, probably the same size, but yeah, he was 4. Macaulay was a win away from their first state title game appearance since 2006. They had Ensworth in town, a team that beat them 3 weeks ago. Sports reporter Ben Bobick live at Macaulay with fog in the background. Oh, what a beautiful shot that is, Ben. Good evening.
Paul, it's important to remember it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And through the first 24 minutes tonight, it looked like the Blue Tornado were on the fast track to Cookeville. But in the second half, the Ensworth Tigers showed up, and it was a classic state semifinal matchup.
Big Blue Nation has been itching to get back to the state title game. It's been 13 years, and they've been knocking on the door too long. They wasted no time scoring D'Angelo Hardy on 4th and goal, 7-0 Macaulay. And in the second quarter, Eric Rivers with a pick 6. And Hardy would find pay dirt again just before the half. It's 21-0 at the break. The Blue Tornado in cruise control, but maybe too much of a cruise. Ensworth takes a Hardy fumble to the house in the third quarter. It's okay. It's only one score, but the second one was for the highlight reel. Future Tennessee volunteer Keyshawn Lawrence with a one-handed grab in the rain to bring the Tigers within one score. They would tie it up, but here comes Big Blue. A gutsy drive capped by a Gavin Cagle touchdown run with 1 minute and 46 seconds to go. Too much time for Ensworth. The aerial attack continued. Gerard Bullock to Isaiah Horton, but the Tigers, they weren't thinking tie. They go for the lead, and he throws it to Eric Rivers. Macaulay stays ahead by 1, and who better to ice it and send the Blue Tornado to Cookeville? The D-Lo Show gets one more episode as Macaulay eliminates Ensworth 35-27, and they're heading to Cookeville.
I told him I've lived a long time and been coaching a long time, and this just doesn't happen very often. And for these guys, as much as they meant to our school and to each other, it would have been so wrong for them not to have made that, you know. And so I'm so relieved, and I'm happy for them.
I didn't know how it was going to go. I didn't know how to envision it or anything. It was it's crazy. It was crazy, man, honestly.
Paul, the lights went out on us. The lights aren't out on the Blue Tornado season, though. They advanced to the state championship game. And how about that grit they had to come back? It's not easy giving up a 21-point lead. We usually know how the story goes. But again, it's not how you start, and it's how you finish. And the Blue Tornado season is going to finish in Cookeville, and they hope to bring back a state championship for the first time in 18 years. What a ball game tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun when they play MBA in 2 weeks at Tennessee Tech. Paul, back to you.
Ben, I'm going to tell you, this is how I know we're such a great team. As the lights went out behind you, I saw it from in the studio, and I said, but the lights didn't go out on the Macaulay Big Blue season. And Ben said it himself. Thanks, Ben. Great work out there. In the 1A bracket, there's a well-oiled machine that doesn't take kindly to guests, especially guests with losing records. South Pittsburgh welcomed a 5-win Gordonsville team into their house tonight in the only way they know how to, with a running clock by the end of the game. A lopsided quarterfinal affair. It started early for South Pitt. Brett Nelson in from 6 yards out, and the Pirates cannon got the cameraman all shook up there. change the britches, cameraman back at it, and more Pirates offense, they're back at it. The option goes to Mr. Football finalist Ronto Tipton. One cut, and he's upfield, 25 yards. It's 12-0 Pirates. On defense, they get stingy. Stingy, those Pirates. Ball tipped, picked off by Jay Sean Hubbard. Going the other way, 30-yard return out of bounds. And points off turnovers to follow. Always for South Pitt. Tipton will not be denied. Get off him. 18-0. He's in. South Pittsburgh pitches a quarterfinal shutout. 40-0 your final score. They go to Greenback for the semis. Greenback also pitched a shutout this week. So that's a big-time showdown. South Pitt at Greenback next week. Let's go to the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Not a lot of other games, but we've got them all covered. In A Private, Georgia, Christian Heritage goes down to Wesleyan 34-13 in round number 2. And also in round 2, AAA Georgia bracket, Calhoun blanked by Peach County on the road 35-0.
Here's your pick for the Friday Night Football Play of the Week, sponsored by Warren and Griffin, local lawyers you love.
All right, it's from that Heritage first-round game last week at the Horn to the half. Nick Hansen heaves it up in triple coverage. Logan Lowe has it, diving into the end zone like catching a meteor. With no gloves he was. Hansen to Lowe. Unbelievable play. Your play of the week. All right, still to come, more playoff action. We've got trips to the quarterfinals and trips to the semifinals on the line. Do not miss it, because coming up, Meigs County trying to keep their, miracle multi-season run alive as they look to earn a trip to the state quarterfinals. Red Bank at Loudon and North Murray with a first ever in program history. Catch it when we return.